What's poppin', chat? It's day 14 of streaming. Let's get into some games. Wait, shit. Later today we will probably be live trying to get some clips of that new sniper when it drops.
More points you earn, the faster that clock. Reinforcing armor.
We got enough to.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Enemies dropping into the AO. Bounty target. Swapping back.
Changing mags. Cold barrel kill.
Actually,
Enemy soldier incoming. Losing ground. Moving.
no, I got stuck on the rock.
Let's get
Get
back
ready.
in it.
You're redeploying.
Reinforcing armor. I'll take the wheel.
Bounty targets are up. Get after them. Loadout drop on the way.
Okay.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. We lost track of the bounty
Ready
target.
for action.
Contract failed. Go get your revenge.
Reinforcing armor. Incoming fire. Reinforcing armor.
Enemy dropping into the AO. 25 are left. Stay sharp out there.
Reinforcing armor. Soldier armor. They're on me. Soldier armor. Reinforcing armor. Changing mags.
Gas is inbound.
Swapping mags.
Bounty targets marked. Kill them all.
One.
I'm hit.
Okay, I mean, dude, don't work with the stem. That's cool.
Let's get back
Back
in
on
it.
station. Go get after it.
It's on storm. Fuck.
Loading new mag.
Hostile airstrike incoming. incoming.
Swapping mag. Ready for action.
Returning you to the front. Earn this.
Let me try to get more. What's up, Brandon?
Reinforcing armor. Loading new mag. Reinforcing armor.
Resurgence is about to end. Make it count. KO.
Hello.
There goes their armor. Changing mags.
Gas is moving.
UAV standing by.
TACOM.
UAV
Heavy
available
UAV.
for tasking. UAV standing by.
TACOM. Need hard fire.
UAV available for tasking.
Reinforcing armor.
Your objective's simple. Eliminate all bounty targets.
There goes their armor. Swapping mag.
Don't make me laugh.
Resurgence has been deactivated.
Okay, buddy. Why'd my boy fly into the water?
Authorizing UAV mission.
Sir?
Your squad's in the top 5. You are 1 of 10 remaining. Not
Or changing it to the fish food. Brother. We got Looney Tunes coming to Fortnite. Pretty much. That's crazy. Okay, buddy. Go help Santa with the nice list. Buddy, Santa needs your help. The soy broke down. On only one Big Kid Club member streams. The other one's too lazy.
Reinforcing armor. Incoming fire. Let's get
You're
back
getting
in it.
another chance. Weapons free.
Okay. Okay, that's wild, buddy.
Reinforcing armor.
Napalm strike standing by.
Release napalm strike on my loading new mag.
Raider approaching LAR, raining fire. Raider 1-9, delivery complete, RTB. Enemy soldier incoming.
Changing mags. Swapping mags.
You've got gas moving in.
Sniper on me. Reinforcing armor. Ready for action.
Stand by for redeployment. Enemy dropping into the AO. You've got a loadout drop inbound.
What a loser.
Back in it.
You're redeploying. Loadout drop headed your way.
Reinforcing armor.
Buddy, you are not skilled. But dude, you're not good.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Reinforcing armor. Loading new mag. Changing mags.
I'll drop the long gun. $1,000 more bucks.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Hostile done. Watch it.
Gas is closing in.
Let's get back in
Returning
it.
you to the front. Earn this.
Reinforcing armor. Swapping mag. Reinforcing armor.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
They're on me. Reinforcing armor.
Dude. Buddy, I am not messaging you on WhatsApp. Get the flip out of here.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Be for real now, scammer.
Incoming fire. Reinforcing armor. Reinforcing armor. There goes their armor. Loading new mag. I'm hit. Reinforcing armor. Reinforcing armor.
Only 25 remain. Enemy soldier incoming.
Changing mag. They're on me.
moving into the AO.
There goes their armor. Swap. They almost had me. Reinforcing armor.
Freaking A, bro.
Let's get back
Back
in
on
it.
station. Go get after it. Resurgence window is ending. Watch your six.
Loading new mag.
You've got gas moving in.
Dude.
Ready for action.
Stand by for redeployment.
Changing mags.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Throwing pinpoint.
10 remaining.
Reinforcing armor. Reinforcing armor. Swapping mags.
Dude. Hard timing, bro.
Less than 10 was expanding.
Chat, I'll be right back. I'm back, chat. No.
Surgeons, survive the timer to secure redeployment. Earn points to speed up the countdown. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Reinforcing armor.
Precision airstrike ready for tasking.
Napalm strike standing by.
Cast napalm strike on transmitted cohorts.
Precision airstrike available.
Raider inbound at the speed of heat.
There goes their armor.
This is Raider 19er. Strike completed its task.
Reinforcing armor. Changing mags.
Coming after me.
Care package ready for delivery.
TACOM authorizing care package drop.
Precision airstrike standing by. Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Napalm strike ready for delivery.
Release napalm strike on my mark.
Raider 19 rolling in. Deploying payload.
Precision airstrike available.
Mark vector is burning. Raider out.
Stim administered.
I'm not pushing that just yet. Dude, this game's ridiculous.
Let's get back in it.
Go get your revenge.
LDBR awaiting targeting data.
Reinforcing armor.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Yeah, not this time. Incoming fire. Reinforcing armor.
Only 25 left. Keep up.
Ready for
You're
action.
getting another chance. Weapons free.
Of course, dude.
Resurgence. Survive the countdown to earn redeployment.
Oh, they must have been above.
Get ready. You're redeploying.
Reinforcing armor. Shock charge going out. Oh, we're reinforcing armor. Swapping mags.
Dropping into the right side.
Loading new mag. Reinforcing armor.
Freaking hey, boy.
Ready for action.
Go get your revenge. Gas moving.
Reinforcing armor. Throw you leader. They're on me.
That's crazy, boy, that he killed me, though.
Let's get back
Back
in
on
it.
station. Go get after it. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Reinforcing armor. Reinforcing armor. Swapping mags. Tracking enemies.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Changing mags.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Whoa! Oh, he's level 17. That's cute.
Ready for action.
Returning you to the front. Earn this.
Oh my. I don't wait to go for my loadout till I die again.
Remain. Solid work so far.
Reinforcing armor.
Positive ID on the bounty target. Hunt them down.
Final mag. Loading new mag. Let's get
You're
back
getting
in it.
another chance. Weapons free.
Changing mags. They're on me.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the
Reinforcing armor.
skies.
Dang it, I thought I had a munitions.
Enemies dropping into the AR.
Reinforcing armor. Swapping mags. Reinforcing armor. Reinforcing armor.
Get ready. Resurgence window is about to close.
Hey.
Ready for action.
Stand by for redeployment.
Reinforcing armor.
You're losing ground. Move it.
Loading new mag.
Enemy soldier incoming. You're being tracked by an enemy squad. Evade and
Swapping
survive.
mags.
A freaking Tante. This should be fun.
There goes their armor. Changing mags.
10 remain. You're almost done here.
There goes their armor. Loading new mag. Incoming fire. Reinforcing armor. Changing mags.
You've got gas moving in. Only 4 remain. Finish the job.
Need to turn my music off. Yeah.
Swapping mags.
Gas is inbound.
So weird, dude. Why is he coming from back there? Oh.
Stay alive till time expires to secure redeployment. More points you earn, the faster that clock ticks.
Care package on standby.
Incoming fire. Reinforcing armor. Reinforcing armor. Loading new mag. Mason marking care package DZ.
I never got a blame.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Bounty targets marked. Kill them all. Enemy soldier incoming.
Swapping mags.
Stay out of my way.
They're on me.
Bounty target's gone dark. We lost the contract.
That's 5.
Makes sense.
Let's get back in it.
Engine, you're redeploying. Gas is closing in.
Changing mag.
Chat, we're gonna move the reactions. Give me a second.
Things you could hear in the wild. People who have claimed to have heard Bigfoot
Alright,
often describe its vocalizations as something that doesn't match any known animal. The most common reports talk about long, powerful howls that carry on for miles and have a strange, almost layered quality, like more than one sound blended into a single voice. Well, that's exactly what these hikers heard this day. They were in this very dense Canadian forest, just walking around minding their own business, when strange noises began to erupt in the distance. The noises come from pretty far away, so they're kind of hard to hear, so you have to listen closely. Despite being so far away, they sound shockingly realistic though. We hear a mix of deep howls and higher pitched screeches, something that Bigfoots are said to do. People often say these Bigfoot sounds feel too big to be human and too complex to be one of the typical forest animals. Sometimes the howl has a strange resonance, as if there's serious lung power behind it. What really makes these sounds memorable is the emotion people associate with them. Witnesses say the calls feel loud, loud enough to vibrate the air. Witnesses also say the sounds feel heavy, as if the creature is massive and intelligent, almost like a purposeful call instead of a random noise. And unsettling, because the sound doesn't cleanly match anything familiar. So did these hikers really hear a Bigfoot this day? If they did, they were lucky to be at such a distance from it and from its territory, because who knows what could have happened next. Let's go ahead and take a look at a mysterious Bigfoot photo that's been making the rounds for years. It's circulated throughout the internet for a while, but nobody can find a set conclusion. People who repost the photos say they can't find a backstory, and I tried to do some digging myself, but I couldn't find anything at all. However, the photo itself is compelling enough.
Stupid ads, boy. That's a guy in a suit.
Pictured is a brownish humanoid figure in the distance. It has broad shoulders and a lanky yet muscular build. We can see it gets darker in the chest area, its midsection, and its facial area. Its head and face are completely void of any hair though, and it's bald. An odd feature for a Bigfoot to have. Like I always say though, Bigfoots are said to look different in many ways. It really depends on the region, the witness, and how close up it was seen. The key detail about this one though that's telling experts it's not human is its arm length. They stretch down way too long to be an ordinary human. Also, it's very tall. It's hard to estimate height with this one from the angle the photo was taken and from how far away it was taken. But some say it could be anywhere from 7 foot to 9 foot, though it's unconfirmed. Also, it would be nice to know the location of which it was taken. Judging by the trees and the surroundings though, I'd say it's a pretty safe guess to say that it was taken somewhere in North America. But if any more information comes out about this one, I'll be sure to let you all know. And if you know anything about this one that I missed, be sure to let me know in the comments. I just released some of the best Bigfoot merchandise of all time. From coffee mugs to stickers to all the clothing you could imagine. I present to you I Found Bigfoot. Everything comes in many different colors and sizes, so it's perfect for everyone. So if you love all things Bigfoot and you love what I do here on YouTube and want to support me, go ahead and grab some exclusive merchandise just in time for spooky season. All you have to do is scroll down below this video and you'll see my showcase of products and you can purchase them from there. Or you could simply visit the store from my YouTube homepage. Or you can simply visit maximumfear.myspreadshop.com. That's maximumfear.myspreadshop.com. Thank you very much, and back to the video. Here is another instance where a trail camera captures something extremely rare. A trail camera began recording one day as an animal approached, a rare species. It's called the jaguarundi.
That's a flippin' cat.
The jaguarundi is one of the most unusual small wildcats in the Americas. And it often
Looks
surprises
more like a
people
house
because it
cat
doesn't
than
look
a
like the
freaking
typical spotted or
jaguar
striped cats
type
we're used
thing,
to.
or whatever the flip it is.
The jaguarundi is a sleek, low-bodied wildcat found from central
A
Argentina all the way
jaguarundi.
up to
That
Mexico,
just
and
sounds
also in small
made
pockets
up.
of the southern United States. It's part of the same family as cougars, but it's much smaller, about the size of a large house cat, though longer and more stretched out looking. Its appearance almost looks like a mix between a cat, an otter, and a weasel. Unlike many wildcats, it doesn't have spots or stripes as an adult. Instead, its fur comes in two main solid colors, a dark charcoal gray or a reddish brown or cinnamon color. Jaguarundis are daytime hunters, which is rare among cats. While many felines are nocturnal, the jaguarundi is most active during the morning and late afternoon. They mainly hunt small animals such as rodents, birds, reptiles, and sometimes insects. Their long bodies help them slide through brush and chase prey in tight spaces. These cats are naturally secretive. Their size, coloration, and habit of moving low to the ground help them stay hidden. Even in areas where they are known to exist, sightings are rare and often very brief. So it seems a stealthy trail camera could be one of the best methods to capture one of these stealthy cats on camera. Because they don't let humans get too close, this is one of the closest videos taken of one of these cats in the wild. Such an exceptional capture. I really didn't even know these cats existed, but they're pretty cool, and I'm glad this man caught one on camera. Alright, I think that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like buttons. Mom,
Okay,
let's aim for
now we're
5,000
gonna-
likes for another one of these trail cameras.
I'm gonna get this.
You don't deserve to settle, so play a game that won't either. We've made major changes to agents, weapons, and map.
They say legends walk among us, but what if one looked you straight in the eyes? These are terrifying first-hand encounters with the Dogman, a creature, part man, part wolf, and all nightmare. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned. You'll never look at the woods the same again.
Okay, guys, I want you to picture this. You're driving home, and it's late, and it's in the middle of nowhere. There's no street lights and no cars. You're all alone on a 2-lane road, cutting through miles and miles of forests. You're tired. The radio's off. It's just you and the hum of those tires on that road. Then, out of nowhere, something cuts through your high beams. At first, you think it's just a deer. And that's when you realize it's too big for a deer and way too fast. That's when you hit your brakes and you see dust kicking up all around your car, and in your headlights, this thing stands up. Not on 4 legs, it's on 2. It's got broad shoulders, long arms, and a huge head that looks like a wolf. And it's just standing there staring at you. Now, you don't move and you don't breathe. You're just frozen, hands clenching that steering wheel. And that's when you see it tilt its head slowly, like it's trying to figure you out. And that's when you notice it leaning forward, and for a half a second, you think this thing's smiling at you. It's not the kind of happy smile that a person gives you. This is a kind of smile that shows its snarling teeth. And just like that, thank God, it's gone. No sound, no footsteps. You don't hear a thing. Now, you're sitting there trying to catch your breath and trying to convince yourself that this thing was just an animal. But deep down, you already know better. Because animals don't just stand up in front of your car and stare at you. And whatever that was, it wanted you to see it. I want you to keep that thought in your head tonight. Because if stories like this sound familiar, there's a reason. And you've just had your first brush with the Dogman.
This was 1964, and it was a foggy night, and then their German Shepherd started barking. Next thing they know, the German Shepherd came crashing through the window with a chain wrapped around his neck and was dead on the floor.
Officer had been called to a hunting cabin that had been mauled on the outside. It had claw marks and teeth marks that were over 7 feet tall, and the only tracks they could find were dog tracks, the size of a pie plate.
The woods got very, very quiet. The woods do not get quiet like this unless there's a predator in the area.
As I looked over to my right, there was this werewolf. It's just not an animal. It looks like a wolf, but it had this intelligence in its eyes.
You get that feeling inside. You just know that you just become prey.
Because for all the Dogman sightings that happen deep in the woods, just as many take place along the roadside. Drivers report seeing tall, upright creatures crossing just ahead of their headlights. These aren't chance encounters on back trails. These are sightings happening on the same roads people take to work, the same roads where kids ride the bus to school. Whatever this thing is, it has no problem stepping into our world, right where the trees give way to pavement.
I just have never heard a story about the Dogman that has made me be like, I'd love to meet this guy.
No, not at all.
Never. You hear stories of like Sasquatch taking care of children lost in the woods for a couple days or something like that. You hear these tales. I've never heard anything good about Dogman. People other than me have been even worse traumatized out there on this property. I mean, to the point where someone had to check themselves into a mental hospital for a couple weeks after a visit there. Because of what they experienced. Because apparently there's a growl on this property. There's a creature that will make a growl up there. It's been heard a few times. It's been heard by Carolyn. And there's, I've heard creatures being described out there from people who will never return to that property. I've heard them described as, I'm paraphrasing, but you need to
Because the
move immediately.
wussies.
Something unholy is
Hey.
here. Like, you cannot live here. There is a monster on your property. Like, people have described it like that, and we're talking about like people who are professors or hyper interested and want to research this stuff and have shown up at that property.
And that's why they make boom boom
Keeps
sticks.
drawing closer and closer to me, and I just can't make out what this thing is. And this thing, it started running right along beside of me. Here, the nails of this thing, the toenails, click, 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 clacking on the road. And I could see it good now. I really didn't want to look at its face. I really didn't want to see its face. But I couldn't help it. It's just like I couldn't help myself. I had to. And, I mean, this thing was tall. It had to be at least 7 feet tall. It towered over the top of my car. And it was running along beside me. It couldn't have been more than 5 or 6 feet off the passenger side of my car. Just, I mean, right even with my passenger side window. I could see it just as clear as day. And I know that if it wanted to, this thing could have reached right in my car window to get out of there, but I didn't dare because I was in this steep curve, and I knew that if I hit the gas, this car probably wasn't going to be able to handle the curve, and it was going to run off in the ditch, and I was going to wreck, and I was going to be there alone with this thing, and I was going to be at its mercy. It started to turn its head, and it looked at me. Couldn't help it. I looked full in its eyes. I wish that I hadn't. I wish I'd never seen it. I wish I could erase the picture of what I saw from my mind, but I can't. This thing had great big black eyes, soulless to me, and I just had a sense of evil that came over me. And this thing, when it looked at me, it was like that it could look through me and look to my very soul. And like I said, I just felt like I had been touched by evil. I don't know how else to explain it. And there was such a fear. And I wanted to scream or to holler out or do something. But it just seemed like my mouth just dried up like cotton, and there wasn't a sound that would come out. And I wanted to get out of there. I wanted to get away from this thing, but I couldn't because I was afraid I was going to wreck. And then it came closer, and it leaned down. It leaned in, and mind you, this thing is running beside my car the whole time. And it stuck its head in my window, and it grabbed hold of my door. But this thing was leaning in my window, and it was looking right at me. And it seemed like that it curled its lips back. And I know it snarled at me, but I don't really remember hearing it. All I could hear was the sound of my engine. And it breathed on me. Seemed like I could smell blood and maybe decaying flesh as it breathed on me. It was horrible. And I thought I was dead. I thought this was the end of me. I thought I was a goner. I thought I was a dead man for sure. At just about that time, the curve ended, and I came into a straightaway. And I just hit the gas and pushed it to the floor. And I took out a line. I took my eyes off of it, and I looked ahead. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw it lose a grip on my car door, and I saw its nails rake across the top of my door, and its head disappeared from my window. And as I drove away from it, as I pulled away from it, I looked in my rearview mirror, and I could see it getting smaller and smaller as it began to slow down.
Working across teams is tough, but Asana helps you handle it. That's
been hearing some crazy sounds. I'm out here, my back against the wall, really. I've been hearing some crazy stuff out here, so I said to come out here and record. You know, guys, I encourage anybody that has any of these encounters, or they're in your house, record them. Make a video, guys, because you never know, man. Like, these things are smarter too. They're real smart, like real smart. So I'm on the ground. I'm by my tree stand where I had the encounter last time. It was right here behind that trees where he kept poking out before. Okay. I keep hearing these sounds. Also, guys, okay, guys, Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay, guys. There's something. Whoa, guys, right there. Right there, guys. What the? And it moved. It moved. Should I approach it?
No, you shouldn't approach it.
I knew it. Guys, I knew this because I had this gut feeling, man, that I was being watched when I come out earlier. And this is a hot spot right here, guys. Right there, guys. What the? Alright. I got him, guys. I'm zoomed all the way in. He's watching me. What, guys? Oh my God. Guys, I gotta get higher ground. Hold on. I can't stand out there like that. I have not got my... Where'd you go?
All right, guys. Well, it's been a while. I got quite a ways, and it does look like there appears to be some kind of writing on it. So, yeah. I'm going to keep digging here, and then, yeah. Holy sh**. It was right there. Right there. That's insane. I didn't bring my gun with me. I think I'm going to back out of here, guys. For now.
The famous Scott Carpenter, one of my favorite paranormal investigators, used this area as a research area. He also captured what looked to be a dog man on camera. Now, I got on my CT-125, rode out as far as I could, and as I was coming down this big hill, these prints. Look at the size of that. Now, in East Tennessee, we are not supposed to have mountain lions or wolves. But East Tennessee's rule of measurement, that is a dip can right there, next to that print. It's bigger than my hand.
Check out this trail cam photo sent to me from northern Michigan of a dog man.
Ooh, we got that reggaeton. Today we're gonna be making beats you guys say.
Got some video from Brazil. These guys had a scary encounter with the dog man. Whether you believe this footage is real or not, it's still pretty dang scary.
General area, can you just send me a pin? Drop a pin to send it to me, okay? All right. Thank you. Appreciate you calling. Thank you so much. Hey guys, I just got a phone call. I just heard of another story. While we're filming this story, somebody found out that we're filming this story and called somebody, they got my number, they called me. There's another story. Something else happened less than 2 miles from here. I don't know if it's the proximity to the Moores Creek battlefield or the Black River. I don't know what's going on in this area, but about a year and a half ago, another story happened less than 2 miles away. What I heard, it sounds eerily similar to this story. There's a young man we need to go talk to, 40 years old. His name's Larry. He's a self-proclaimed outdoorsman. He's you know, as a child, he's been in the woods. He's been in the woods as an adult his whole life. And we need to break all this down and go interview him right now. He's got a story. We need to hear it because it sounds really, really, really similar to this story. All right, so let's go. Let's break it down.
Yes, sir.
That'll be fun.
Yes, sir. Very interesting.
Done anything like this before, though?
I have not.
Were you in the military?
I were not.
It's a lot of hurry up and work.
Yeah, that's what I hear, man. That's what I hear. It's
great.
Can't wait to get into it. It's gonna be a little bit interesting, you know. It's kind of like my first big sighting type thing, but man, just some of the stuff that happens around here. I guess I'm not the only one that's seen it.
Great. Well, let's get started, man.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Get on with it. I want to see this place.
Yes, sir.
Hear all about it.
All right, let's do it.
You grew up around here?
Yes, sir.
Did you do hunting, fishing, that kind of stuff around here?
I was kind of introvert, kind of kept to myself, you know. Maybe a few friends here and there would come out play in these woods. I grew up in these woods.
Okay, so you've been in the woods a lot, girl.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Stop calling me sir.
That's all right. That's just that good old mama raising.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. So, what do you do now, Larry?
I build power lines.
Do you really?
Yes, sir.
So, you grew up spending time in the woods.
Yep.
And you still spend time out in the field.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you growing up in the woods and then being out in the field doing power lines, you're very familiar with nature.
Oh yeah.
And so you know if a deer's moving here or a black bear cub runs,
That's right.
You know how to recognize that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir.
And that doesn't unnerve you.
No, not at all.
Okay.
You know, and
that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Just spending time out here, you know. A lot of times being the way you are as a child, well, I'll say me, being a child, not really wanting to be around a bunch of people. You know, where do I go? I escape either to my room or
right.
You know,
exactly.
to the woods where nobody else is. So.
It makes your story all the more interesting that, you know, you are familiar with the woods and you're still in that environment and
oh yeah.
And just something moving is not gonna throw you off because you've been around it your whole life.
Exactly. You know, you hear something moving in the woods. It could be a bear, a deer.
Yeah.
You know,
turkeys make crazy noises. Coyotes. You know, there's so many strange noises.
Yeah, there's no telling. You see all the dead. You know, something snapping and popping on a dead limb. It is what it is. You know. So.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and ask. Now, I grew up in North Carolina as well, and I was pretty big into hunting as a teenager and so forth. So I was in the woods all the time. We lived right on the edge of the woods.
Yeah.
And so, you know, Carolina pines, longleaf pines, shortleaf pines, I'm familiar with, you know, the way the forest is supposed to look. There's a lot of bent over pines in here. I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah.
In any forest that I've been in, especially in the Carolinas. Small ones, big ones, they're bent over. I've never seen that before. At least we have a pretty day out here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I agree with that. Couldn't ask for better weather. So,
this is the spot?
More or less where we were, you know, we were crouched and the sighting took place.
Are you ready to tell me the story?
Oh yeah. Let's dig in.
I'm ready to hear it.
So, you know, my buddy and I, we, you know, we have certain gear we like to try on, go through the woods, try it out, make sure it's tough, clothing, whatever it may be.
This is last January.
Yes, sir. Last January 12th. It was Friday, January 12th, 2024.
Okay.
And my mother's house is a good little bit of that way, as you see. So we came through the woods. Actually, we found this trail at an angle coming through
the paved road out there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Come in through the paved road, and you know, we came in at an angle and just we hurried down the trail. People in this area of the world, they can fire their gun at, you know, it's out in the country.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, sure.
Let's do this.
Gotta go through the door.
Start walking. You're gonna watch a grown man expense.
A massive creature photographed in a high mountain ridge, lake monsters rising out of the water, and a massive dogman creature known as the Black Walker of Smuggler's Notch. These are terrifying
Actually, I've seen them.
These images may not look like much at first.
Can fictional characters come to life? Who knows? Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. I'm your host Emily and today we're counting down our list of the top 10 real Slender Man sightings we can no longer ignore. Now for those of you who are unfamiliar with who Slender Man is, he is depicted as a thin, unnaturally tall humanoid with a featureless white head and face wearing a black suit. Stories of the Slender Man commonly feature his stalking, abducting, or traumatizing of people. With that in mind, let's get on with the list. Number 10. Home Alone. A Reddit user revealed an interaction they had with Slender Man in what they believe was 2014-2015. The user was watching random videos on YouTube like you might be doing right now, and they stumbled upon a video titled Slender Man Sighting 2012. They figured it was fake, but they decided to watch it anyway for their own amusement. It was just a video of people fooling around outside, but at one point in the video, you can see some kind of creature in the background. They figured it was supposed to be Slender Man, and that was it. Well, after they finished the video, they heard a knock on the sliding door that led to their backyard. This obviously startled them, and they looked out the window to see what it was. There was nothing there, and being creeped out, they locked the door and shut the curtains. They then sat back down to watch something else more lighthearted to distract them, but they couldn't concentrate. They felt like they were being watched, so they went back over to the door and claimed to see a tall man in a suit and tie staring back at them. The man also had no face and looked exactly like Slender Man. So did Slender Man know they were watching videos of him and got summoned? That will be a mystery forever. Number 9. Apartment complex. This user posted their experience online saying, just as the first experience, this also happened in the middle of the night. Because my sleep schedule is mighty messed up, guess you can say I'm a night owl. I like to take my dog out to pee as I go to bed late and feel bad if she has to hold it in for too long. My area isn't too dangerous, but at night I'm just cautious and let the door to my apartment complex open just in case I have to rush in for whatever reason. So I took her out to pee, and on our way back to the door, a very weird man walked out of my apartment complex. He was dressed in all black, his head was bald and nearly white. Sounds like a typical Slender Man sighting, huh? I've only seen the back of him, but unlike Slender Man, he wasn't unnaturally tall or slim. What's been so weird about him next to his appearance was that he didn't seem to notice me or my dog, and he went straight into the bushes. Now, whether that was Slender Man or not, that is still very weird. Number 8. Awakening to him. The 8-foot stick-thin specter has been spotted by several terrified residents of Cannock Chase in Staffordshire in 1 month. Locals have reported seeing the lean, shadowy spirit with blood-red eyes and wearing Victorian dress in the forest as well as their homes. Each of the chilling close encounters took place in the small mining town of Cannock, which has a history of supernatural sightings. One resident said she was visited on December 14th. She explained, I was awoken just before 2 a.m. by an odd scratching noise in my bedroom. To my astonishment, there was what seemed to be a sphere-shaped shadow by the edge of my wardrobe. As I tried to get out of bed and investigate further, the shadow began to stretch towards the ceiling. It was at that point I found myself faced with the most disgusting and horrific creature imaginable. It was 8 feet tall and had a white face with razor-sharp fangs. Now that sounds absolutely terrifying. Number 7. Caught on camera. This extraordinary photo could show Slender Man caught on camera for the very first time. The image was taken by medium Christine Hamlet in the woods of Cannock Chase, Staffordshire. She was investigating previous ghost sightings when she took the incredible picture. She believes the photo is the only firm evidence to support the claims of the specter is currently haunting the area after taking the snap in September last year. I have been going up to
that
those
is
woods
from
for
a
months and
video
taken lots of
game.
photos, but I had never noticed this before, she said. It kind of looks like the top half of Slender Man, like his shoulders and head, with the bottom half covered by bushes. I couldn't believe it. It could well be him. It would make sense after all these other sightings. She added, it's really exciting that this could actually be a picture of him caught on camera and the only one so far. The photo came to light.
Alright, check. This video is a bunch of bull.
Years ago, my brother, Matthew Nichols, and his friend, Jordan Reimer, disappeared. They've never been found.
Appalachia beliefs passed down through generations to protect, to guide, and sometimes to terrify These aren't just stories, they're rules. Make sure to subscribe and let's take a look.
So you want to visit Appalachia, huh? There are some rules that you need to know. And I grew up in Appalachia. I was born and raised in Mount Katahdin, which is the end or the beginning of the Appalachian Trail, depending on how you look at it. Then I moved to the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. And my family's heritage farm, it's in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. In the middle of Appalachia. So let me tell you some safety rules to keep yourself and your family safe. And explain why these rules are the way they are. So you don't wind up like me and meeting something that you don't want to meet. And playing a fun little game of chicken for your life. Number 1. Never, ever be out in the woods from dusk until dawn. I'm talking ever, okay? Lots of things are active then, and you don't want to meet any of them, okay?
I've been in the woods at night.
And you should be back in your truck by dusk. I'm a hunter, I know. Don't whistle or sing in those woods. High-pitched noises
I've whistled.
further than normal speech. You don't want anything in those woods knowing your exact location. Now you can talk at a normal volume to alert other things that, hey, there's a person here. Don't be freaked out. I will have full-on conversations with myself to let, like bears know that, like, hey, there's a person here. Don't freak out. Be aware. Skedaddle on. Don't whistle or sing. Don't do that. It's like wave a little banner that says, hi, come find me. I'm right here. We don't do that, okay? Okay. Another thing we don't do is we don't go off our marked trails. Great safety lesson right there in general. But stay on your trail. Don't wander off. Appalachia has real dense woods and really thick underbrush in some places. Don't wander. Don't meander. You don't know what's out there. You don't know what's watching you. Just don't straggle. Don't be dumb. We're trying to be the last person standing in this horror movie, okay? Final thing. Don't look in the trees, okay? You can look at the trees. Don't look in them. Look up at the canopy. Go bird watching. Find the finches. See if you can find the raven that's been screaming at you, warning you to get the frick out of there. Don't look in the trees, man. Because you don't know what's going to be looking back at you. Especially from like 8 foot down. Don't be looking. Don't do it. Don't do what I did. Because you're going to find something looking at you. And it's not going to be fun. If you hear something saying your name, no you didn't. The closer it sounds to you, the further away it is. And the further it sounds from you, the closer it is. So if it sounds like it's further away, it's closer. It's terrifying. It's fast. And it wants you dead. So don't piss it off. Respect the rules. Respect Appalachia. We're cool folk. Been here a long time. Don't die. Don't go missing. And don't trespass on people's property, please.
I grew up in the Appalachian Mountains and I still live here. Growing up, we were told a certain set of rules that had been passed down throughout generations and generations over hundreds of years to help keep you safe when you're out in the mountains. There were a lot of people confused in the comments asking if I could explain what I was talking about, so I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all about the rules again. I go over a few of the more basic rules and warnings, but I do have to warn you that they get a little weird. Number 1, close your curtains and blinds at night. Number 2, if you see something weird, no you didn't. If you hear something weird, no you didn't. Number 3, if you hear somebody calling your name from the woods and you know that that person is not in the woods with you at that time, you heard nothing. You know what I'm saying? You didn't hear. Number 4, don't whistle, and the same thing goes for if you hear somebody whistling, no you didn't. 5, never go out in the woods alone, especially after dark. Number 6, if you're out in the woods and everything falls silent, like all the wildlife, the bugs and the birds, and the wind stops blowing, if everything just suddenly gets still, that's a good sign that you should probably turn around and make your way back wherever you came from, or if you're heading to like a campsite or something, get there as quick as possible. Number 7, don't run. And that one really puts y'all in a tizzy, but for real, don't run. If you're being chased by something, don't run. Always ask why, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you, running initiates the predator versus prey instinct. And then it just becomes a game for them at that point. These are just rules that have been passed down throughout hundreds of years over generations and generations in my family to help keep you safe when you're out in the woods alone. You might not believe me now, but come spend a night alone in the woods in the Appalachian Mountains and...
Do you prefer to go unseen, but still want low RV show pricing? Then head to the world's largest online RV show at GeneralRV.com.
See if you change your mind. The energy shift from daylight to dark is crazy. If you know, you know.
When you live in the Appalachian Mountains and you grow up there, that's all you know. I grew up in the Appalachian Mountains, lived there for the first 21 years.
Alright, shit, that's it for tonight. Hope you have a blessed